Guardian. Make good use of it. It's good to see you, but you'll need it on the move. This will be a dark chapter in the city's history. But all that matters is that someone is left to read it.
Everything is crab.
Everything is crabby when you're bored already. Everything is crabby. What?
So when you said, you know, when I said take your time, I'm not sure that I didn't think it would be a half an hour. What are your clothes made out of? Titanium?
Some
Really?
of them, yes.
Oh, is that why it took 3 years?
It took 3 years. It took like
I'm
20
like, hey,
minutes.
take your time, and you took that literally. You're like, all right, I'm gonna take my time.
No, I was just trying. Okay, so I had to get the stuff out of the washer, and I had to clean it up, and then, you know, hang it. And then I realized
You realize
that,
you can make anything sound complicated by doing that, right? Like if I told you I was making a sandwich, and I said, man, you know, I had to get the bread, then I had to go to the fridge and pull out the cheese, and then get the ham, and then I had to take the ham out of the package. And then when the ham was out of the package, I had to take the cheese out and then get the mayo, and then I put the mayo on the bread,
into the dock.
on the cutting board. I had to find the cutting board. Okay. Right? And once I got the ham and the cheese and the bread on the cutting board, I had to put them all together. And then I needed the knife. And I had to get the knife and cut the... You follow? You feel me?
was the knife
The
far
knife
away?
was far away. It was like across the room, and I had to get the knife, and then it wasn't the bread knife, it was the butter knife. And how are you gonna cut a sandwich with a butter knife? So when I got the bread knife, then after I had all the parts together, I had to cut it in half. Okay? Just to make it easier for me to consume.
That sounds hard.
Yeah, so you feel me, right? Like you see that You can make anything sound crazy complicated when you break it down to its most granular steps. Okay, so what? What am I hearing?
I mean, I was just finishing the laundries. And, I did forget my phone downstairs. So I did have to go back downstairs and get my phone.
What are you gonna do with this?
You could just cut them.
Not on stream, I'm not going to. No, that's not a thing. That's not how this works. Especially, like, can you imagine waiting a half an hour for that?
No.
Would you even still be in the mood? Would there be a mood?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think you're
Yep.
saying that to save face. I think there is face to be saved here, and you are taking the opportunity to save it.
Hold back on.
Yes, chicken. A distressing amount.
Bridget, you're 923.
A distressing amount of baka. Yeah, what? What was that?
Level 923? How are you 923?
Moon's haunted? What? The moon is haunted. There's a lot of things to shoot. What is this salt?
Crap. Crab.
You
is
think
what
you'd be
it is.
happier? You think you would like say, "Oh my goodness, you are like, look at that armor. You got no love for my."
Oh, I haven't seen your armor yet.
I'm just saying,
Let's
like,
see.
you just. I get the hate wagon. That's what's popping in the hood right now. The hate wagon.
Sorry. Yeah. You're like,
You should say, "Oh, master of Shadowkeep, share with me your secrets." But no, hatred from within
Oh,
the
really?
party. Oh no! Ah! Ah! If you are watching this stream, I apologize for that. I tripped and fallen off from that. This is what we have come to know and meme as the curse of Gabriel. So when you inexplicably go flying off of the map for no discernible reason and fall to your doom. Now that she is present, I am not surprised that the curse has chosen to assert itself. What is this silence? Do you not know of the curse of Gabriel?
you're a crab.
That's a real. That's a
What
real
is
thing.
the curse of Gabriel? Do tell.
Like I said, you inexplicably just fall off of the map for reasons unknown. To your doom, usually. Usually to your doom. Are you not aware of this curse? Have you not been? Are you
No,
sure?
I am
Because I'm
not.
pretty sure you coined it.
No.
Pretty sure this curse is your doom.
Impossible.
Well, it's not the curse of denial. Okay, listen. But yes, Louis, just a, you know,
So, I guess.
couple of minutes.
Oh, there it is.
Couple of minutes a day, you know. I've learned much, but it would surprise you to know that we are. I am still at the same point, story-wise. Despite this, I would love to get down on
Okay,
this
so you've been
de-haunting of
doing
the
lots
moon,
of-
so to speak.
The moon is definitely still haunted.
Just a mixture of Crucible and Gambit and some strikes. You know, I was able to try the hero version of Nightfall the Ordeal, which seems to be the weekly challenging strike. It's got several difficulty levels,
Okay.
but Yar, you know.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I'm still a little bit off from. They apparently they say you should be at least like 9:20, 9:30 if you want to do the raid. So I'm just about raid ready, like the minimum of raid ready, which is crazy. But it will surprise you to know
It says
that if
9.
you play smart
Yeah.
and you optimize your time, you can do a lot. You can do a lot with what they've given us on the plate.
The bridge is lowering. Let's move.
Okay.
Holy! Like I'm very happy with what they've done with the place, and I will impart my impart my knowledge to you, dear. I've learned much about Armor 2.0.
Okay.
Some of these bounties, some of these extra bounties, all the
Really?
stuff you can accomplish. Definitely a thing. Even artifacts,
okay.
which are very interesting. Because artifacts are, well, they're pretty much, hey, ask me anything, is what I say. I could talk for days, but if you want anything in particular, like, I have an artifact. I have the Eye of the Gate Lord.
You have the Eye of the Gate Lord. Okay.
That's this season's artifact, and it will disappear upon the end of this season. Also, I'm under the impression that the Vex Offensive is only going to be around for this season. So if you've been deliberately slacking on this event, we should probably play it. So that, we don't get hit with that Guardian FOMO that is so intrinsic to this game's appeal. You've got Guardian FOMO. You see somebody wearing armor you've never seen, using a weapon you've never used. It's like, I get that. Well.
Alright, so I say we finish the story, right?
It's an option.
And then we do Vex Offensive.
Vex Offensive isn't exactly endgame material. I say we play this game however we want to, because there's plenty to do. And with these weekly rotations and these what do they call them? These consistent evolutions that Bungie has planned. Like I told you, this week the Crucible, there is Scorched. Everybody's running around with Scorched cannons in the Crucible right now. Okay. Next week is the first Iron Banana of the season. So bananas will be out. Everybody's gonna be running around with their bananas out. However you heard that, that's exactly how I meant it. Interpretations are officially open.
Yeah, because the way you said it.
Oh, I meant it that way. Oh, I meant it.
Sounds kind of crazy.
People will literally have their bananas out.
Yeah.
I expect no less from this illustrious community. Now that Bungie has exceptionally streamlined this experience into something that's it feels very customizable, you know? It feels like something you can tackle any way you want. I think it says a lot that having only gotten through half of the story, played with a couple of people here and there, not too much, haven't even touched the raid, that I was able to get to this level. That very much gives you the impression that it's like, alright, listen, no matter what you like to do, be it PvE, PvP, story things, events, however you like to play, there's probably room for you to still have a good time, engage and grow. Very much get that impression. You know, we've had the luxury of being with this game since the beginning, so we're well aware of the dark ages.
Yes, so the dark ages.
We're well aware of them, so I think, to have these new and interesting ways to maneuver around this game, I think it's very thoughtful consideration on their part. And it says a lot because, hey, I was able to play this kind of the way I wanted to and still not feel too left behind. Now that's to say that I'm not aching to see what's about to happen next in the story, so we should definitely get down on that. But as you can see, the little bit of time I've put in has been very kind to me. And I definitely
Good to know.
played very intelligently. Also, I gotta say, also not a bad idea to start another character. I warlocked it up. Yeah, you know, I was
Really?
warlocking it up for a bit. I was dismayed to find that the Well of Radiance no longer reloads your weapons, but honestly, that aside,
Yeah.
it's very easy to level up your secondary and tertiary characters now. Yeah, like by
Yeah.
comparison, Boo, my warlock is 916. You're just
Wow,
like trading
damn.
over weapons. It's because of a lot of like small minute changes to the mechanics and the way they work that the game functions the way it does at all.
Mhm.
Like if I don't know if you've noticed, but the drops
Okay.
are extremely generous. Like even though my character
Yeah, they
is
are.
like, get this, even though my character is what, I think I'm 923 right now, 924. Even the blues
Mhm.
that are dropping for me are like 916, 915. There is
Nice.
there's a very streamlined approach to the leveling that doesn't make the decisions too difficult. Like you will feel comfortable equipping a blue every now and then. Hey, why not? And making, you know, really good decisions on how
Yeah.
to level up and infuse the gear you do want, because the only currency or the only material you need to actually upgrade your character are the upgrade modules. They don't take glimmer or enhancement
Yeah.
cores or certain materials, like a combination of like 5 different things. It's like, no, you just need an upgrade module. Little quality of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get more
and
of those.
you know what? They're surprisingly easy to earn. You can get them from Banshee as long as you don't mind spending an enhancement core. You can get enhancement cores by doing Banshee's bounties or by doing spider bounties. The game is very much set up now in such a way that if you want to do something, it requires a little bit of play. But that's what it requires. It doesn't require like a soul-sucking grind in order for you to kind of get what you want and have it the way you want it.
That's good. I love that.
They've done a lot. I gotta commend them. I mean, nothing is perfect, but they started off on such a good foot that it's really hard to take umbrage with anything you might be slightly annoyed with.
Do you feel it as I do?
The game just feels very rewarding and
The hatred as
very
pure
fun to play
and
overall.
potent as
I
sunshine,
gotta say.
soaking through your skin. Ashladoon knows
And of course,
what
you know,
are.
I can appreciate.
Oh my God, scorch
Oh God,
cannon.
is that what you're doing?
Through Crota, Oryx,
All right, well,
Yeah.
I'm finishing up the strike, so you can do that.
she is
You do
eager
that. You
to
do
Okay.
that, you maniac. It's hilarious. I'm doing Nightfall the Ordeal. You can get enhancement prisms from Nightmare the Ordeal as drops. Enhancement prisms are like the granddaddy of enhancement cores. If you wanna,
Oh,
upgrade
really?
your armor past level 7, you need enhancement prisms. Which, you know, quality of life again.
okay.
Improving your armor is very streamlined and easy to do. And you have incentives to improve your armor, because improving your armor increases the amount of energy it has. The amount of energy your armor has dictates what mods you can put on your armor. So whereas before you would get some armor and it would have random mods like hand cannon targeting, precision weapon targeting, you know, pulse rifle reload speed. Your armor is now, all of your perks are now fully customizable. And you can slot them, your perks
Oh,
don't
that's
run out
cool.
anymore, they're not consumables. But you can equip them insofar as you have the right amount of energy in your armor to do so. Meaning, you know, something like,
Oh.
say you get a piece of armor and it has 5 energy. Something like precision weapon targeting, which improves the accuracy of hand cannons, bows, auto rifles, scout rifles, pulse rifles. Something like that takes up 5 energy. So So you got to make a hard decision. It's like, well, do I want this, or do I want some of the smaller perks, like boss spec, which reduces your damage from bosses, but that only costs 1 energy. It's like,
Right.
It's like, how do I want to play? Like, what's most conducive to the way I play this thing, and how much ass do I want to kick?
Right.
It feels it's really intuitive. It's kind of weird to get used to at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's surprisingly intuitive, and you'll find yourself running around with the armor you want to wear and the perks you want to use. Like that's why right now I'm wearing my inexplicable solstice armor. It's the armor I wanted to buff. I realized I was just burning through legendaries left and right. So I figured, hey, if I'm going to be doing this, why don't I do this with armor I really like? Oh, and...
Yeah.
Did you get your Armor 2.0 version of your Solstice stuff from Banshee? Okay.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
I would suggest if there's an exotic you really like using, you should just dismantle it now and get a new one from your collections. Yes, because you are holding, I don't know what else to call it other than Armor 1.0 versions of your stuff. So while they still have their baked-in perks, if you want to take advantage of the Armor 2.0 shenanigans, you can just go to your collections page and pull it out of your collections. Not only will it pull out at a higher light level than you likely have it, but you'll also be able to customize it. Yeah, it's kind of nutty.
Nice.
I got rid of a lot of my old stuff, like my insurmountable skull fort, my Doomfang pauldrons. I got rid of them so I could have the Armor 2.0 version. And it doesn't cost a lot either to pull them out of your collections.
No.
They have made something really nice. You know, it's funny because we were 750 when this started. So all of your old stuff went up to 750. But I can guarantee you, when you pull your stuff out of your collections, it'll probably be higher level. Because that kind of stuff follows your current light.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I definitely did the thing.
Alright, well, I'm ready when you are,
Alright.
Cheeks.
I mean, you can check out what we're doing. I think Nightfall the Ordeal is still Hashladun. So it's a nice familiar strike that we all know and love. Good old Crota's... What's that? Crota's granddaughter? Who's Hashladun? Crota's sister? It's one of Crota's kids. Daughter of Crota.
Hashladun,
There we go.
Crota's daughter. Yeah, daughter of Crota.
I mean, listen. Magic happens in this game, okay? I was doing Nightfall the Ordeal.
Yeah,
and I encountered my first coincidence. I did not see
That's
that
crazy.
coming at all.
No.
You saw me. As soon as I got on the elevator, I just sat down in my chair, ready to go up, and then shoulders. I said, wait, what? You can even see me do like a little hop of glee. Once I realized what he's doing. Man, once that hop was activated, oh man, that was it. I was locked. And then the camera zooms out and the other guy is doing it too. I said, oh my god. What is going on? Unexpected. Shoulder intensifies. Oh, it was beautiful. Wow, this is awful. Okay, so
What is?
in Nightfall the Ordeal, there are weird modifiers at play. In Nightfall the Ordeal, there are weird modifiers at play. Certain enemies have things like barriers or unstoppable stats. Basically, certain enemies need certain kinds of weapons to be defeated, whether they're armor piercing, unstoppable rounds. They are weird buffs that apply to your weapons that you can only equip with artifacts. And in these harder versions of the strikes, these enemies are all over the place. So say for a barrier champion, you need to use a gun that has armor-piercing rounds, like Ariana's Vow. Actually has that perk built in. For unstoppable champions, they don't have shields, but they are extremely resilient. So you may need an unstoppable mod on your weapon. Yeah, these things aren't hard to get. They actually come off of your artifacts as you level up. But having the wrong thing equipped at the wrong time may mean, So when I'm doing Nightfall the Ordeal, you know, it's weird arc burn. So I'm using arc weapons, but there's also the unstoppable champions to worry about. So I have this machine gun that I equipped with an unstoppable auto rifle mod. It's interesting. It's a very interesting way to lean into like the weapon customization.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you'll see. Did you get your artifact yet?
No, not yet. I'm about to get it though. You have to get to like 100,000 points.
No, not at all. I didn't do that yet.
No?
You should get it as you level up, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like you just get it at a certain point when you get to that halfway point, no?
You know what? What do you now need?
I'm not talking about your level. I'm talking about, like, you know, when you look at the season and your progress.
That's what I was asking. Like, what season level are you?
Oh, 6. But I'm about
Okay, so you should be unlocking it. You did it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The raging cynic in me can say, oh man, you know, everybody is copying off of Fortnite's Battle Pass. But there are companies that do it terribly, like Ubisoft, Rimshot. Sorry guys, you really botched Ghost Recon Wildlands back there. And then there's a company that's alright, let's take this and kind of use it to our advantage. And in the case of Bungie, with their version of it, I honestly think they did the thing. If you look at the rewards and the way they're distributed, it's actually pretty evenly handled. I like it. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the rewards and the way they're spread out, but it's very incentivizing. Every time you level up, now instead of getting an Eververse package, which you don't get anymore for leveling up, you unlock something on the Season Pass. And if you look at the Season Pass, you can actually see what those things are and when you'll get them. Takes a lot of the guesswork out of the equation.
That's good. Yeah, for sure.
And I gotta say, it's pretty generous. They give you materials, you get some cores, upgrade cores, pieces of armor. Hey. Yeah, like, why not?
That's cool. I'm into it. Thing, give that. Step shuffle.
How's your warlocking going? I gotta say, I don't know how you people jump with that weird glide you have, okay? But I like being a Titan. Some people jump weird. You have weird jumps, is what I'm saying. Alright. We're getting ready to hit Hashla Doom into Bleep. So just give me a sec. Oh goodness. I just saw someone do a drop kick. Can I say I love the finishers?
Oh no.
It's such a great mechanic.
The finishers are fun.
And you will find, dear, as you level up, there are mods for your finishers.
Here she comes.
Like, doing your finisher reloads all your weapons and grants primary ammo. Doing your finisher gives special ammo to the entire team. Doing your finisher restores your health.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
so there are even stats and weird things attached to that. Here. This is very confidently executed as more of an RPG. And I think it was afraid to before. You know, in fear of alienating people, but it's like my opinion is if you make a game for a certain audience and you build expectations within that audience, you no longer have the latitude to try and cater to everybody. Because you've built your audience on a certain expectation. And I think that's where vanilla Destiny 2 kind of, you know, dropped the ball, is that it really conditioned its audience into, you know, playing something that was somewhat grindy, but very rewarding in that sense. And then the second game was like, no, we don't want you to do that anymore. We just want you to get everything for free. And it understandably kind of confused and alienated the fan base they had built.
Yeah.
So I love that they've really leaned into kind of the hardcore, you know, more stat and grind driven sect of their audience. And they've done so in a way that I don't think necessarily alienates, you know, people who aren't into that. It's just that the consequence of not being into that is that you will not get to see as much of the game as you want to if you try to take that route. It's like you can still play it.
Yeah.
But you won't get the most out of it. And if that's a choice you can make instead of one that's thrust upon you, I do not disagree. But as long as you gave us the choice.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is that I like it.
I like it too.
I think Shadowkeep is a great step in the right direction for this oft-troubled franchise. Oh my goodness. Did you just fall off the... Yes, he did. The curse of Gabriel lives on.
Don't try to blame me.
I mean, this person just... We died. And then I'm watching the Warlock, and he's like slowly falling off the stairs. I'm like, oh no. It especially affects the Warlocks. Alright, I'm gonna join you in a sec. This thing is, it's tough, but it's fun. Also, you know,
Alright,
I
hold
like
on, let me get to
Ariana's Vow, but this weapon definitely has a very specific use. I don't think I'll ever use it in Crucible, but I mean,
interesting, okay.
It's really slow.
Ariana's Vow? Yeah, I've been using it. I like it.
Really powerful,
You're right,
but
it is
really
slow.
So I feel like it's one of those, you know, you don't hit whatever you're shooting at.
Here she comes.
Prepare to die. How this craziness works?
About how... Maybe.
I have ears. I mean, as you know, they are huge. You've seen them in person. Yeah, I'm not ashamed of my ears. They are massive.
like I kind of get it. Oh, I do have one question. So, what happens if you dismantle something and it has a mod in it?
You
Do you get the
usually
mod
get the
back?
mod back, though I will warn you, if it's from year 1, you'll still get the year 1 mod back. It does not count towards Armor 2.0. So much...
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Armor
so much to my
2.0.
dismay, for example, I dismantled... Oh, I got a Armor 2.0 version of the Reverie Dawn plate. And I thought to myself, oh, well, booty. Now I can dismantle my old one, okay? Because, as you know, I did all of the Ascendant challenges before, so all of my armor had the Transcendent Blessing on it. Much to my dismay, boo, when I dismantled my Reverie Dawn plate from year 1, yes, the Transcendent Blessing came off of it, but it was the year 1 version of Transcendent Blessing.
So you couldn't put it on the new
I
one.
could
Hash
not.
Ladoon
I
is
actually have to do an Ascendant
Oh.
challenge now, so I can
But
get the new
Hashladoon's
Transcendent
presence is
Blessing.
no coincidence. The Hive must have grander
So,
ambitions
yeah, you get the
than
mods
its
back,
influence.
Okay,
but
well, that
you
makes
can't really
sense.
use them on the
Return to
new
me.
armor.
There is much to discuss.
You'll just get a year 1. You'll just get a year 1 mod. Alright, Hashladoon has been bodied. Shoulders, everyone. Shoulders? No? No shoulders? Alright. Flabians. They don't know. These people I'm playing with don't know about the shoulders. Yeah.
They don't know. Okay.
They have no idea.
They do not know.
Where are you?
I'm in orbit. Just join me, so we can go talk to. I guess we gotta go
Ikora?
talk to Ikora. Yep.
Remember we went through that portal and had no idea?
Yeah. We sure did.
I love that Ikora's on the moon and we have a very convenient portal that just leads directly to her.
Yes.
It's like, oh,
That's
okay,
very
well, sure,
exciting.
yeah. Like, I was kind of questioning that. I didn't want to run across the moon, but now that you put this portal here...
I love that Eris Morn just made a portal.
I mean, let's be honest. What else was she doing?
I don't know. She's being haunted.
She was
by
off twiddling her
fire team.
thumbs on the moon. She was off twiddling her thumbs, okay? Our tower was being destroyed. Then Osiris came back just to show up and say TTYL. Then we awoke Rasputin and met Anna Bray. Where was Eris? Where was Eris Morn during all of this?
Well, if you're up on your lore,
All right, lore master, hit me.
what had happened was, Osiris, Eris Morn, and Marisov were the ones who planned the entire conclusion of Taken King.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, so, well, not the conclusion, because remember at the end of Taken King, she goes, you see Eris Morn.
Where is my tea? I need my tea for this. All right. I'm about to go
You're
get
gonna
my
go
tea.
get tea? Okay.
Nope, there it is. I found it. All right. Now, what were you saying?
So if you remember, at the end of Taken King, you see Eris Morn go up to the moon and collect,
Yeah, like
something,
a rock, like some kind of
which,
shard.
Yeah, that she eventually turns that into a weapon for you. What is that called?
It was the sword.
Anyway,
It was
whatever
that
it's
hive
called.
sword, right?
Yeah, but she takes that and she makes it into a weapon for you.
Yeah, if I remember, wasn't it? It wasn't it like a. Oh no, it was. Wasn't it part of like the touch of malice? That's the raid weapon. That's the
Yes,
weapon you use to defeat Oryx. Yeah.
exactly. Right. So she actually makes that for you. Um, but if you remember, what she says is, um, something, something, my queen, and everyone was in a big, tizzy about it for a minute, because we were all like, wait, who's her queen? Is it Savathun?
I mean,
It's not. She was
I was gonna
referring to
say it was
Marisol,
kind of obvious that she
whom
was
she
referring to
helped.
Narasov.
Yeah, she was referring to Marisol because she and Marisol and Osiris uh foresaw that you know uh
Uh,
that in order to really defeat Oryx and the coming evil, whatever that is, they would need access to a throne world, which is, as you know, where Marisov actually went.
yes.
So, they have been busy behind the scenes, same as Marisov and whatever Osiris was doing.
You know what? She could have saved us. She
But
could have helped. Okay. The tower was decimated. We let Cabal drag their Cabals all over the tower. We lost our light. No one thought this was a pressing matter.
But we got it back.
It needed addressing.
Well, she actually, as you know, she lost her light when she went.
That doesn't count. But she got the hive
Endormant.
eyeball, though. She got the hive eyeball.
Are you gonna go through the portal?
I didn't go through the portal. I picked up some bounties.
Oh,
Did you run through the portal?
I can do that too, I guess.
I'll run through the portal.
I did, but I can go
It
back.
was 2 ways. Oh my goodness, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Woohoo! Woo!
Please do not crowd me.
She's saying to her little spirits, do not crowd me. Listen, Eris. Before this story is over, you're about to have your entire fire team around you. I hope you're mentally ready for that.
God killer.
Whoa, she refers to us as God Killer? I'll take it. That's definitely what the
Well, technically,
Yep.
we did kill
actually.
Oryx.
And his daughters.
Yeah.
And his son. We defeated. We
And
look.
his
We went
daughters.
up the entire family tree. Okay. We bodied his son. Defeating his son made his father angry. He came after us. Then, in order to get to his father, we had to fight our way through his ship. And then kill his daughters. Just to be empowered enough to enter his throne world for real and defeat him. Okay? Listen. Sorry, not sorry. Alright? That's what someone would say.
Loud footsteps. Welcome, Titan.
Man, this music.
Bit ominous, bit moody.
Oh my god, look at this bounty. It's called
Yup.
Which Moon is Haunted.
Proving once and for all that Bungie is completely up on their memes.
Alright, we'll go to the portal now.
How dare you? How dare you run from my shoulders? All right.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah, I see you.
ah. Oh jeez. Oh wait. This way.
See, why didn't you follow the butt slide? It's all about the butt slide, dude. That pyramid remains a very weird and intrigue. Unavailable.
What? Okay.
This pyramid is one of the weirdest.
speak to
like,
Ikora.
I just can't. It's a seriously
Okay, hello,
striking
Ikora.
visual. No, I'm the only one that sees it.
Well,
like,
no,
the
I'm
first-
talking to Ikora right
I'm
now.
just
so
saying,
the
like the
game's
first time you
loading.
see that pyramid, it's like, oh god. Like, what is
Yeah,
this?
it's a little nuts. It's
Yeah!
like,
Like, I did it again as my
Okay.
warlock, and it really hit me then. I was like, oh jeez. What is this? Drifter, why are your moats shaped like this?
Right? That's
Your
gonna be a
moats of
valid
dark.
question. Well, he's gone.
Hey, Ikora.
I had to see it with my own eyes. How long has it sat in silence, watching us?
Much.
Oh
too
jeez, he's
long.
got 5 of them.
What?
I can't help but feel responsible for this, Eris. If I hadn't sent you here...
Your concern is noted, but my fate is my own responsibility. And we both know you didn't come here to apologize.
I came to tell you, you were right. It seems those responsible for our collapse are coming back.
Damn.
Riot! You're all insufferable! Save your torment for someone who gives a damn.
Eris,
Damn.
the Vanguard is at your disposal.
Then, if you'll excuse us, Ikora, we have work to do.
Damn.
Poor
Guardian.
Eris.
Whatever she needs.
Jeez.
Damn. That's nuts.
He's like, you didn't come here to apologize for treating me like a crackpot for eons. Like, oh god, there's crazy Eris again. Let's put her under the stairs with a cardboard sign that says the end is nigh. Just leave her to her ramblings.
Oryx is coming.
Eris is right, dear. I mean, you have a guardian that has survived the moon and suddenly comes back with a third hive eyeball. You think you would, take what they say with a little bit more than a grain of sand. Just a little. No.
Yeah. But no. Nobody listens to Eris.
Until now. Now there's a pyramid in the moon. It's in the moon.
Yep.
I worry about her.
Alright. And she's literally hunched over.
Well, I can imagine that even though her energy is dark, she's still very much a being of the light, I can imagine that this, whatever it is that's inside of her is always, kind of twisting away at her.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine her to be in constant pain. And I don't know what's inside that rock she's
Yeah.
holding.
All right,
Is that
so
like
we
an
have-
Ahamkara tooth or something?
No, I forget what it is. It's definitely something meaningful.
I ask because I don't know if you noticed, but I have it set as the transmat effect for my ship, and it's called the Blind Clutch. And the description for it is called. It says adds a mysterious appearance to O Bearer Mind's transmat effects. Like when I transmat in, I look like. All right, hold on. Can I kill myself somehow? Yes, I can. All right, here, look. Where are you? Okay, good. I'm gonna kill myself. Watch.
Here.
Look at what happens when I come back. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You ready? See? You saw that, right? It's Eris's rock.
Yeah.
I look like Eris's rock when I spawn in.
Oh, it's called
Yeah.
Bear
It says
Mine?
adds an appearance. It says, all right, I'll read it to you directly. It says it's called blah blah blah. Sorry. It's called Blind Clutch, and it says adds a mysterious appearance to O Bearer Mind's transmat effects.
Isn't Bear Mine the
O Bearer
ship?
Mind is
then?
something that Ahamkara say to people. It's what they call people who wield them.
I know.
Like when you equip the claws of Ahamkara. Or the pelvic bone of Ahamkara.
I know. Well, yes, true. But the Bear Mine, what is that? Is that the Brock's name?
No, again,
Like,
it is something that
that
Ahamkara
the-
say to the people that wield them.
I know, but in context,
What do you
that
mean it doesn't make
sense?
sense?
Like,
It's what
in
they call the
context,
people
that-
who possess them. Oh, bearer
Because-
mine.
Yes, I know, but what I'm saying is, adds a transmat effect to Bear Mine.
Yes.
Like, what is Bear Mine?
Okay, I'm gonna repeat
in
myself.
this
Oh,
context?
bearer mine is something that Ahamkara say to the people that wield them. So it is it's
Yes,
implying that this transmat effect has something to do with the Ahamkara. And if my transmat effect looks like Eris's rock, then what is that inside of her rock? Is that an Ahamkara bone? Is it a tooth? It's got to be something Ahamkara related,
I
otherwise they wouldn't call it O Bearer Mine.
Sure. Okay.
Conjure visages of my deceased friends.
Yes. If you're thinking that's the name of my ship, it is not. The name of my ship is Unfinal Shapes, and that has nothing to do with the description of this transmat effect. The transmat effect is called O Bearer Mine.
Yeah, that is
So
interesting.
I'm just saying. I wonder what's inside of that green ball she's holding, because if this transmat effect is a hint, then it might be an Ahamkara bone or something.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Oh man. There are essences to clear. I'm gonna pick up a nightmare bounty. I'm kind of,
Yeah.
I'm not sure on how to tackle these. They seem kind of nebulous because they ask you to hunt nightmares, and I'm not exactly, clear on how that, how to go about that. The whole hunting of nightmares.
Yeah, I think we need to finish the campaign generally to
Well,
get
I think
that.
that's our next step, isn't it?
Let's see.
I failed you.
Well, no, there are 3
'Cause I
different
fought
things on the
nightmares.
map. There's
In Lost Sectors?
the Nightmare Comets. There's so there's 3. There's Anchor of Light, the Moon, defeat the remaining. Oh, well, this is telling us where they are. So all we have to do is go there, I guess. Let's go to the first one.
Defeat the 3 remaining nightmare bosses to collect their essences. The essence of fear, isolation, and pride.
So,
You get used
yep,
to
so the first one's
So
this
we
way.
need like a whole set of Dreambane armor.
Yeah, to go in the pyramid. Probably gonna be like a nightmare fest.
Wow, that's
Once we
crazy.
go in there.
Just by running around the moon, I picked
Yeah.
up the essence of vanity and the essence of failure. Which is kind of nutty. Alright. So, do you want to hit the...
Oh, well,
let's
okay.
see, you want to hit the... I don't know. The one that's nearest to us?
I'm running toward the first one.
You are...
Yep.
You know what? You're like that person in a strike. You're like
Alright,
that
I'm
person
ready
in a
to start.
strike who runs all the way ahead. But I'm catching up on my miniature sparrow. Give me a second. Gotta scrunch up, you know. My legs are too long.
I think I'm here to start it. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that worked.
Why are you so impatient?
Yeah, it's one of those things I could just I could just start. Well, it made no sense for you to go all the way over there when we could just start the mission.
I was in the middle of a trick.
On the mini sparrow? That thing does tricks.
Don't tell me you don't know that you can do tricks on your sparrow.
Yeah, but the mini
It's still
sparrow?
a sparrow. You've never done like the Superman
That must look ridiculous.
or the...
Not on the mini sparrow. That looks like you're trying to fly using like a...
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right. Oh, hunt the Nightmare Skolas. This
Did
should
you
be
just say
fun.
Nightmare Skolas? No, not
Yeah, it's our
Skolas. Oh
objective
God,
right now.
no! Are you kidding me? It's House of Wolves all over again. It's like we're cleansing the past to make room for Destiny's future.
Yeah.
Literally what it feels like. Nightmares. Is that a nightmare shank? Are you kidding me? But really,
Yeah.
nightmare shanks? The shanks.
I mean, I don't know that anybody has.
That's what I'm
nightmares
saying.
about
Really?
shanks.
We are all consumed by
Oh my
that
gosh,
which
we're on his
eats away
catch.
at us.
Remember this
For
catch?
Skolas, it was his own hubris.
Yeah, I remember.
He pursued complete control over all houses of the fallen. And
I'm
through
excited.
his misguided conquest, many perished. Skolas's memory serves as
Wow.
a permanent reminder of all the lives lost at the whim of
Jesus.
a single Kell.
That's profound.
No matter how hard
That's
the
crazy.
Planet may try, we will not cower.
Easier said than done, Miss Morn.
Man.
Well, I love that we've seemingly learned from their mistakes. I mean, Skolas is kind of doomed from the start, no?
Yeah, he definitely was.
Man. House of Wolves. Oof. This catch is just bringing back, it's just jogging the memories, I tell you.
Well. Yeah, I mean that's kind of when Destiny became fun for
When?
me. I think.
House of Wolves?
House of Wolves, yeah. Before
You sure
that,
it
I was
didn't
like,
become fun when we started actually playing it together? Because that's when we started playing it together, House of Wolves. Because that's when I stopped playing it on PS4. That's when I finally got my Xbox. When House of Wolves came.
oh yeah, maybe. But still.
Well, to be honest, for me, Destiny became fun when I finally started playing it with people. Because I had beaten it, I got to like level... Whoops. Run for your life!
Thank you.
Because I remember I was kind of questioning the nature of the game. Like, I finished it, you know. And I had a, I think I was like level 25 or whatever. But then I didn't know what the heck else to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until I had played it with Marcos, he started showing me all of the other things you could do in the game. And I was like, oh, really? There's more to life than just shooting the random things? What is this armor? What are these patrols?
Yeah.
And that's when it, like, really, you know, it kind of came together for me. And then I brought all of that back to you. So, by extension, you know, it's that...
Yes.
That social aspect. Sorry.
Indeed.
This must have been one of my many deaths when I was trying to get the Lord of Wolves. Yeah, that's probably one of my warlocks. Oof. You know, if you stare at one of these
Really?
revenants for too long, they just kind of fade away. It's a thing. That's an actual thing. What are you doing?
Oh wow.
Okay.
Watching them do that. Okay. Wow. Crazy.
No.
Skulless Nightmare, dead ahead. It's ours.
Not you.
Oh. Oh no. I'm about to get teleported. Yep.
You weren't in the room?
No. Oh shit.
That's definitely a Kel.
Yeah.
It's a Kel of Kels, apparently.
Nightmare with Scola. Skull of Pills. Indeed. Oh, he's immune
You
somehow.
may have to defeat a... there might be a Nightmare Vandal or something similar. Oop.
Oh yeah, we can damage him now. Oh, there we go
Yeah,
again.
like a Nightmare Shank.
Nightmare
We
shit.
made fun of him, but now who's laughing?
And who's
Kevin.
laughing now? It's not Shank.
Wow, that was a reach.
I think it's those unyielding servitors. Oh crap. Yep.
It's the servitors.
Oh. Yeah, it's the unyielding servitors, I think.
Okay, he stepped on me.
Oh no.
Did not see that coming.
Alright. He's like right next to you,
A
isn't
little
he?
bit. Be careful. Use your auras if necessary.
Yeah. Oh, you came back. Good. Yay, got him.
Eris, Skolas has been taken care of.
Find me when you are ready.
It is. Well, you know, it's the... that's true. Okay. Yeah, I think it was, now that I think about it. I think so. I think he was on the moon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Darkness is. Man, they've learned so much. Bungie.
Truth in action.
Remember when they were like, well, we didn't know what the darkness was, so we just started to, not mention it anymore. It was like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah. Yeah. That's... Yeah. I say that because no, no, I think they did know. At least the writers knew, you know, but I think it's interesting that they realized, um, yeah, people don't like that. Like, what do you mean you didn't know? They were just like randomly, you know, throwing shit at the wall? I doubt it.
They had a story that I think they weren't sure whether or not to indulge because they were somehow unsure as to whether or not people wanted to actually indulge in it.
Okay. I guess
It's right
it's
up
up
here.
there. Aha, here we go.
Did we talk to Eris?
I think we're ready.
You just ran to the next objective? You didn't talk to Eris, did you?
Are you there?
Did you talk to Eris at all?
No.
Well, let's see. The Essence of Pride will get us a Dream Bane helm. So, there's a helmet involved. We need to defeat nightmares in order to power it up.
The helm?
Yep, just defeat nightmares. Oh crud, I need a fusion rifle. Why? Oh, well, as it so happens, Yotun is a fusion rifle. Let's go!
Oh jeez.
Oh,
You and
Yotun
your
is about to...
ton.
What? What?
With you, your ton people.
I gotta say, I'm so glad I got this weapon before Shadowkeep. Yeah, because I honestly am not a big fan of what they've done to the forges. Not a fan at all. Nope. I don't like that they're on a daily rotation. I like just... Yeah, well, now the forges are all unlocked.
Years ago, Tanyx tore the Vanguard apart over a mere bounty. Andelbrask was murdered in cold blood, and the Hunter Vanguard was left without a leader. Tanyx would ultimately die for this on the orders of Cade 6, but the scars he left among all Guardians would never fully heal. Once again, the Pyramid takes advantage of our collective pain. We will not succumb.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, no, I was saying, what was I saying?
Forges are now
unfortunately,
unlocked.
yeah, so the forges are just open to everybody now, and the forges do any weapon. They're not really specific anymore. But I don't like that at all, because I liked it more when you had to unlock them, and that certain forges were for specific weapons to craft. They were all hidden in these interesting places, and you could just go to them at your leisure, whichever one you wanted to. Now they're on. Now you can't do that anymore. They're on a daily rotation, which means you just gotta wait for the day for a specific forge to pop up. And since they're not specific, you don't really care. But to get certain weapons, you need to play at certain forges, and to play at certain forges, you needed to forge weapons. So the way I unlocked La Monarch was at the Izyanami forge. It's a random drop from that forge when you're forging a weapon. The Berjusia forge is where you get Yotun, again, from forging a random weapon at that specific forge. So now, instead of just being able to go to Berjusia and, maybe run it or grind it until you get the weapon you want, now you gotta wait for it to pop up in the rotation. Yeah, you can't go to, like, there are 4 forges, and instead of being able to go to any of them whenever you want, like Izyanami was on Nessus, so is Gofanin, Volunder was on Earth. Now it's just, you pick them all from the Earth map, and they just rotate daily. I'm like, eh. While I appreciate the fact that they,
Ah,
well, I can
that's
appreciate
weird.
the fact that they, you know, yeah,
They
so that, I
streamlined
mean, you
it.
never did Black Armory, so honestly, unlocking the forges would be a bit of a grind
No.
for you. While I do appreciate that they opened them up for everyone, I kind of don't like the you know, the daily rotation thing. So now it's like 4 days in a week. Yeah, you know. So 4 days out of the week, every forge will appear, but there's only 4 forges, and they rotate daily. So like, if you want to get Jotun, you better be playing on the day that Berjusia is open, and hope. Just cross your fingers.
I see.
Whereas before, I was like, I want Jotun deer. So every week, I was just doing Berjusia for 2 weapons.
I see. Okay.
It's okay, dear. We'll get you we'll get you your Hadoukens eventually.
There's the Nightmare of Tanix. Let's take it down.
Oop.
No, they just teleport?
I didn't. Did you?
It did. No, it teleported. The boss. Man, my grenades recharge mad slow.
How is your How is your discipline stat?
I don't know.
With your grenades? That's why I was talking about buffs earlier. You can certain stats increase your recharge rate, little things. I think grenades are attached to discipline.
Yeah.
You can improve that. You should just check out your armor and see what we can do for you. You can increase your resilience, your mobility, all sorts of interesting things.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, he's running. Okay.
That's new.
Yeah.
Since when do they do that?
Well, you know, didn't oh jeez. Didn't he do that initially? This is Tanix
Yeah.
Guard, right? Yeah, didn't he do that? We had to chase him through a whole thing.
Ah, you're right. Old habits die hard, I guess. Chill.
Yeah, he's immune. Oh no! There he goes. Might have heavy.
But I'm not. Get him.
Tanix put up a fight, but we got him in the end.
He ran to the same exact area. Look at that.
We draw closer to the pyramid with
This
every
place looks
victory.
exactly the same as his old arena.
That's
He just
crazy.
doesn't have that elevator. Remember, after this, he took an elevator that took him all the way upstairs, and then...
Yes! Oh my god, this is bananas. I mean, you know, you could accuse them of reusing assets, but they put some grizzle on it.
Well, I like that there's just enough of it for it to be recognizable, but it's not so much that you're going, oh wow, they just copy-pasted this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's similar, but it's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it's all built
Right.
into the moon. Ah! 1 second.
Okay.
Hello there.
Hello.
Welcome, old friend.
You ready to do this last one?
Let me see if I can pick up a random bounty from Eris.
Okay.
There we go. See what these moon bounties
Okay.
are. Still trying to figure out how this lectern of enchantment works.
Yeah, and
It's seems to be centered around making this dream dangerous.
Yeah. And we have to do a bunch of stuff apparently to,
Yeah, there's different
charge it up.
different things like gauntlets.
So
There's a couple of weapons in here too.
yeah. Yeah.
There's so much to do.
So much to do. Okay. So running toward the last one.
Is it close?
Probably put the sparrow. Sparrow it up. It's a little far.
See, we lost our Ikora portal. Oh, it's in there.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Hey, what is that?
I just got a bit of a headache.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
I'm sorry.
I'll deal.
Okay. Hmm.
I don't know what's causing them either. It's just they just keep hitting me.
I don't know. Maybe it's the. Oh
Crota's
God.
brood had an appetite
The nightmare
for
of- oh,
destruction that
gosh.
knew no
Hunt the nightmare of
bounds.
Fogoth.
Thus, Fogoth, the Untamed, was created. To enact the will of evil upon all. Were he to have succeeded, we might not stand here
There's still two
today.
nights.
Fogoth is fear incarnate. There's no nightmare more fitting for the pyramid to bring forth, and no nightmare more fitting for you to slaughter.
I remember Fogoth.
I remember Fogoth too. Nice.
Oh wait. That might have been a wrong turn.
Jump off this thing.
Alright, you cut it out. I have fireballs and
man.
I'm not afraid to use them.
Oh man, look. The Crota symbol.
Who?
That symbol up there.
Well, we are in his palace, you know.
Yeah.
We just came in through the back entrance, you know.
Oh man. Everything's covered in blood.
If you notice, this red crap is taking over.
Yeah.
I wonder what that means. We haven't exactly explained the Scarlet Keep, have we?
Yeah, not really. That's true. I mean, Eris's explanation is that they built it as a way to uh, keep the darkness from influencing them or something, which is weird because they serve the darkness. So, I mean, who
Well, if
knows?
there's anything I've noticed, it's that everyone seems to have a different name for it. Don't Hive call the darkness the deep?
They do. Yep.
Everybody's got a different mythology and different, nomenclature when it comes to referring to it.
Alright, we'll just finish this up and wrap it up for tonight.
Oh, no door? There's no longer a door. Love it.
You just run through. Okay. Nightmare Thrall.
Why?
Okay.
Why do you exist?
I don't know.
Defeat enemies with auto rifles. Oops. I do not have one of those equipped.
Mm. All right.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. No. I remember this.
Hearing a screech or a roar or something.
Yeah.
And Ghost is like, Like, are we heading towards the source of that? Because,
Oh shit.
you alright?
Yeah. I just ran out of special ammo and I didn't realize it.
where Fogoth lives.
I guess it's this way?
Of course it's this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! Thank you. Oh my god, these are the
Okay.
largest and most disgusting moths I've ever seen. Why are there moths on the moon?
Right. Disgusting.
Moth people!
Because it's the hive.
Here, I hate everything has finally been vindicated. We got the moth people.
Moth people. Yep. Oh, Fogoth. I remember you.
Moth people being in those giant pyramids, this will all have been worth it. I have not seen you in a while, sir.
Ah.
You alright? You still alive?
Yeah, I'm alive. Oh, he's immune right now, I see. Okay. What's the thing we need to kill to make him vulnerable again? Oh, it's
I got
down.
a couple of thrall, but I don't think that did it. Oh, hey, you did it.
Yes, that did do it, yeah.
This heart is still his weak point. Always fun.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, it's probably that thing over there. Yep, probably this thing. Oh no, I'm down.
A little bit close.
Yeah.
We got him. Yep.
There you go. Yep.
What in the... Oh gosh, why? Why is it in my face all of a sudden? It ran after me.
Yeah, he kind of gets obsessed with people.
Moon booty.
Right, Foga.
The nightmare of Fogoth is no more, Eris.
And we grow stronger yet.
I can't believe we just fought
Oof.
Fogoth, Tanix, and Skolas.
Right? In like an hour.
You know, not to say that it wasn't tough, but we too strong now, man. We've killed hive gods.
We have.
Drinking a glass of water. I'm trying here.
Dear, it's okay. We can just wrap up this part, and then. No, if you have headaches, then you should look away from the screen and just close your eyes. Take some whatever pain medication you have.
I don't know why this is happening now. I went the whole summer, I was fine.
Well, the weather's pretty weird right now. You know, you can never predict that stuff.
It's so weird, though.
Yeah. Wow. Alright, so what does Eris have to say? Um,
Shadows surround us. Speak.
oh. Oh, I see. Oh, well, okay. We're. Mm-hmm. Well, okay. What do they each require?
Towers the length of many dimensions.
Okay. The feet high on the moon to cleanse the sense. Okay, I feel like I have done that.
Sigh.
Uh,
You.
the feet fallen on the moon to cleanse this essence. Okay. Defeat nightmares throughout. I guess outside. I guess so, because
The city.
defeat Hive on the moon, and then what's the
The Hive
Pride one?
do not.
Nightmares can be found. Oh yeah, and look, the one Essence of Pride. It says nightmares defeated on the moon grant no progress.
They took my light.
So we have to do lost sectors in the EDZ, Titan, Nessus, and IO to do the Essence of Pride. Yeah. So that's why.
Okay, that makes sense. That is just cheeky. Really? So the one place where nightmares are
Yeah.
just spawning like crazy is the place where we can't.
Yeah.
That's when we
Yep.
thought they'd make it easy for us. Well, all right.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, I think that's a nice
I'm
way
down
to
for that
wrap
the
up
next time we crab
today's
out.
activities.
We can get on our armor
Yeah.
grind. Get fully dream baned. Reminds me of when we had to, when we had to become ascendant in order to reach Crota.
Yeah. Mhm.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
These phantoms are simply a distraction to ignore.
Sorry, hun, this
Well,
thing is
alright,
destroying
nice.
me.
Definitely.
Can you hit our friends out there with the outro?
Yeah. I think that they should check us out on Infernal Penguins Instagrams and Facebooks and Twitters and the YouTubes.
I tried.
Definitely also check out infernalpenguins.com. That's
Indeed, my
what she
fine
wrote.
feathered friends. Hope you enjoyed tonight's bonus episode. I had notwithstanding. Destinies were destinied. Grinds were discovered, and we will see you on the moon
They were
in our next show. May the
indeed.
story of this go on. Hopefully Eris Morn is not tormented any further by her increasing menagerie of spirits. And we get back.
Ariana
We will show you all the things on our next episode. Yeah?
We shall.
That having been said, I am Mr. Penguin. With me always is Her Infernal Majesty. Good night, everybody.
You deserve better.
Good night.
Shoulders. Shoulders for all.